Welcome to session 2 of our mystery quilt, and today we're going to finish cutting our last fabric, our dark, which in the instructions is called fabric 3, and then we're going to get into some piecing. So to begin with your fabric 3, your dark, this is mine, you're going to cut a strip 18¼ inch with the fabric, and then you're going to cut off 2 18¼ squares. We did a similar thing, I think, with one of the other colors. So after you get your 18¼ squares, you're going to cut them diagonally twice so that you have 4 triangles. And we're going to use these soon. What you're also going to do is you are going to cut 3 this time, 9 3/8 inch strips. You're going to make 12 9 3/8 inch squares. You're going to cut them diagonally so that you end up with 24 triangles. You are going to cut 5 strips 4½ inches wide. You are going to subcut that into 5 4½ by 4½ squares, 16 2½ by 4½ rectangles, and then we're going to do our rects again, if you remember that. We're going to do 36 rects and 36 reverses, and if you have your fabric folded in half, you can cut those at the same time. Don't forget to do these little notches. This is going to make your piecing life so much better. I did a lot of piecing this week, and a couple of them I hadn't cut the notches off of, and I had to fight with them to get them in the right position. So it is worth your time to cut these little notches. And here is something I didn't finish. So we're going to cut 2½ inch strips. Sorry about that, I didn't check myself. We're going to cut 7 of those. And then from the 7 2½ inch strips, we are going to reserve 1 strip for strip piecing. Right here you'll notice it. And we are going to cut the remaining 6 strips into 28 2½ inch squares, little squares, and 48 rects and 48 reverse rects. They're going to be little guys.
And 16 triangles. Triangles.
Right.
Yeah.
And 16 tries. It is in your instructions. Sorry, I didn't make that card. I moved on to the next session.
Terrible.
So this will all be emailed to you, the instructions, along with this video. So what we are also going to do, we're going to begin some piecing this session. And we are going to take a previously cut medium strip. This is my medium. And a previously cut white strip. You're going to make 2 strip sets, with the strips being 2½ inches. You're going to sew them together, and you're going to end up with a 4½ inch strip. You're going to have 2 of these light strips with the medium. You're going to cut them into 2½ by 4½ inch rectangles. You are going to combine these rectangles with previously cut fabric 1, your light, 2½ by 4½ inch pieces. You're going to sew them together with your solid on the left hand side, and you're going to end up with these. And you're going to end up with 20 of these. You're going to do exactly the same thing with your dark. Make 1 strip set, cut 2½ by 4½ pieces. You're going to have 16 of these. You're going to combine them with your dark that you just cut, 16, see how it works. And you're going to combine them with these, again, putting your solid piece on the left and ending up with these blocks. And you're going to end up.
Your gray light or medium?
I am calling this medium. I know it looks lighter. It's because I changed it, and it's working out anyway. But this is what ended up as my medium. I wasn't going to recut all those. So it's working. So we're going to end up with 20 of these little squares and 16 of these little squares. Julie Ray.
It's also important for you to match the rectangle with the same color up at the top of the,
Yes.
yeah, just so that.
So your medium's going to be on the bottom of both square sets. You're going to have a solid on one side, your medium square is going to be on the bottom, and your dark or your light's going to be on the top. And that's what we're going to do in session 2. So someone also mentioned to me, now that more and more people are getting our vaccines, that we are going to be able to open classes up a little bit more. And what you will need is need to be at least 2 weeks past your second vaccine. The CDC has now released that if you have your second vaccine, you can be in a group of 25 people or less with other people that are also vaccinated without your mask, which will make classes a lot nicer again. It's difficult to wear your mask all day long in class.
Just bring your mask still in case you have to go out onto the floor.
Good. So this is session 2, and in session 3 we are going to be doing a lot more sewing and putting things together, and there's some kind of neat little tricks in session 3. So stay tuned for session 3. That will be coming out April 2nd, Friday, April the 2nd. And this section will be coming out Friday, March the 19th, if my math is correct. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon.